What is up, fragrance lovers everywhere out there in YouTube land? Thanks for joining me here again one more time on my channel, Stephen Sturgill. I am your host for the next few minutes. We're looking today, guys, at a house that has absolutely blown me away with the quality. It's got to be at or near the highest level in perfume. Straight up, no joke. There might be one or two or three niche houses that are just a little tiny, teensy bit more special, but I doubt it. And we're talking about the house of Annick Goutal, Pais. And we're looking specifically today at 1001 Ouds a la the Arabian Nights theme from her Les Absolus collection d'Annick Goutal. And the company now, guys, is run primarily by her daughter, Camille. And I'm not sure if she has a partner or not that also is another perfumer developer. Camille herself is also a nose, and a very good one at that, I would say. Guys, gals, this is so sophisticated. I don't have the actual bottle, I have the sample. This is the richest sample I have ever smelled in my entire life. Ever. It's just, I mean, it's the furthest thing away from synthetic. It's the furthest thing away from cheapies. It's the furthest thing away from, like, America, if that makes sense. You know, it's not your nouveau riche, lipsticky, Manhattan, quick, electric vibe, mineral note, you know, flavor of the week. This is not what that is. This is elite French perfume that spares almost no expense in turning out what is absolutely a staggering product. And I did also get a chance to smell recently and try Ambre Sauvage, or Savage Amber, if you want to say it in English. And I will not tell you what I think about that until next time. So tune in to the next episode. We'll cover this guy independently and give it its due justice. But let's get back to the order of the day, which is the 1001 Ouds. Or did I put the little... Yes. Proof that I'm not making this up or that I don't have it. There is the real tester. This is a bona fide, legit... I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there is some writing on there that actually says 1001 Ouds. You can kind of see it there. Anyways, how best to describe this this incredible concoction? Well, before we do, let's talk a little bit about, of course, guys, as you may or may not know, I'm sure many of you do, the house of Annick Goutal is one of the most celebrated, slightly older French, not that old, but I mean, it had been around, I believe, since the early 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And Annick became very, very famous and was very beloved, a very, very loved individual and perfumer and house, ultimately in France. Since her death, I think she died, I don't want to say she was that old. I kind of feel like she went old, but not real old, if that makes sense. At any rate, Camille is very lovely as well, very attractive. The mother was a knockout, in my opinion. Very, very beautiful woman. From the pictures I've seen, I never got to meet her, but 1001 Ouds is a unisex perfume. It's created by Isabelle Doyen and Camille Goutal. So those are the two noses. Parent company is Amour Pacific. And what you're going to get in this frag is pepper. Supposedly, I didn't get a whole lot of pepper. Papyrus, myrrh, oud, of course, rose. Guaiac wood is the English pronunciation, guys. The French pronunciation is, in fact, gaillac. not guaiac, but if you want to say it in English, please say guaiac. I'm hearing a lot of people online saying gaiac wood, and my feeling on that is if you're going to say wood and you're going to say the first part in French, then you should say wood as bois. You know, so it'd be bois de gaiac or bois gaiac. And then birch. Anyways, I digress. Sorry about that. There may be other notes in here. I would tell you guys, honestly, that I get those little cedary shavings that made, I think it was Gucci Pour Homme 1 so famous. It was either 1 or 2, I forget. I think I'm pretty sure 1, with the pencil shaving smell. There's a strong element of that in here, so I would assume that there is some hidden cedar notes in there, or if there aren't, there are molecules that mimic that exact pencil shavings effect. But guys, this is so strong and syrupy, rich, resinous, pungent, a little bit smoky. Definitely get the rose. I almost thought I was getting iris at one point because I get that little powdery effect. Definitely get the myrrh. Probably maybe the birch is giving that similarity to the pencil shavings. I'm not for sure. Definitely get oud. But there's just this rich blended concoction that's just oozes luxury. It's thick. It just hovers around you. You know, this harkens back to the legendary French fragrances from the late 1800s, early 1900s. These sort of heavy, pungent Oriental, almost fougères or Oriental spices that just radiate and envelop the wearer. They almost wear you more than you wear it, but it's not full on exact to the old days. There are a few mild nods and winks to modernity, but not that many. This is spiritually very accurate to the old times, but I do think it's a very elite blend that has come by way of modernity to sort of aping the older style frags, if that makes any sense. It is a phenomenal scent. I would say it almost leans a little bit, just a little bit more to the feminine side. I would say maybe somewhere between 55 and 60% feminine, but an absolute 40 to 45% masculine. Guys, you need not fear about this, but I will tell you, I oversprayed, and I didn't spray that much, but I definitely oversprayed. And this is a powerhouse. It's not a beast mode frag in the vein quite of La Yukawam by House of Rasasi from, I think, United Arab Emirates, but it's not far behind, honestly. It's you could really easily get carried away with a lot of her, again, her Les Absolus line. You know, these are absolutes. They're very, very strong. They're robust. They're essences of the very note, of whatever they represent. So less is more. I would never dream of going over 4 sprays again with this thing. And you'd probably best be advised just to stick to 2 to 3 tops, and you're good. That's it. Walk away. Yeah, I would literally go maybe, one on the back of the neck, maybe one in the chest, and then do one here and just rub it. Or outer limit, baby sprays here and rub them together, kind of, get that distribution, but don't just go. This is not the fragrance to do that with. This is a powerhouse. You will choke people out. You will probably be offensive for all the wrong reasons. So don't go there. Definitely on the mature side. And I would say this was not the easiest fragrance for myself to wear. Again, leaning about 55% of the feminine side. And for the fact that it just radiated the whole night, I really should have sprayed much less. And again, I'm not saying it's my most personal favorite fragrance as a man, but it is absolutely bone-crushingly elite. It's just, it takes no prisoners. It's just ultra high-end, ultra top tier. To me, this easily could potentially outclass Montal, Creed. What's the other one that's so famous? Let's see. Creed, Montal. Oh, House of Amouage. Um, Maybe even Zerjoff. I don't know. I mean, dude, guys, this leaves no prisoners. This is just absolutely staggeringly good, staggeringly luxurious. I mean, if there's one word that sums this up, guys, it is luxurious, aromatic, pungent, fragrant, uh, top notch, top tier, top drawer, top shelf. The accolades could go on and on and on and on. Now, to wind things down, because I want to wrap this up without spending 20 minutes. Again, Camille was one of the noses, and trying to figure out some other stuff she's done. Has she done anything from other houses? Not for sure. Don't think so. Let me check. But she's done a lot of fragrances for her own house. Isabelle Doyen has also done some stuff for Le Nez, which means the noses. Please don't say Les Nez or Le Nez. It's Le Nez, which means the nose or the noses. And then she's done Turtle Vetiver Exercise 1. Very interesting. Reminds you of the Le Labo series, at least thematically. She's done the Unicorn Spell, Bon Ton from Bon Ton 2014. Nuit de Baklite, Naomi Goodsir 2017. And a bunch of Annick Goutals, and that's about it. I was going to mention one last point in parting. Turtle Vetiver Black, that's a cool looking frag. Is it coming to me or not coming to me? Let's see. I just had it in mind. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking. Oh, anyways, this fragrance dropped in 2015. I think I already said that. Get your hands on this, guys. Get a sample. If you like oud, if you like rose, if you like rich, fragrant, almost incense-like notes with smoke, little hints of pepper, albeit very little. The myrrh, a little bit of those pencil shavings. This is just spectacular. I mean, spectacular. It can go toe-to-toe with any fragrance on earth, in my opinion. And maybe not win it, but at least hold its own. Staggering achievement, staggering line, staggering house. Get your nose on the house of Annick Goutal. It's going to do it, guys. This is a mature scent. Date night, maybe very, very light. More of a ritzy functions is all I can think of readily. Wouldn't wear this to church unless you're Catholic. Kind of just joking, but some of the notes in here are definitely incense, or they give that incensey vibe. Great fragrance. Just get your nose on. That's all I can say. That's going to wrap it up, guys. Spray often, spray well. Live life on your terms. Life's too short. Peace. Love you guys. Please subscribe if you like and hit the bell for future updates. Don't forget, I've got the upcoming contest giveaway. I'll be doing a mini shoot to lay out the exact parameters of that. But anyways, looking forward to that. That will celebrate my 100th subscriber. We're almost there. Thanks to you guys. Love you. Peace out. Next time. Booyah.